Hello, and welcome back to another Big Boys Talk. I am your co-host Joseph, and I am with my
What's poppin', Matt? In the house. Ugh.
in the house.
You're gonna leave me hanging? You're not gonna match my energy? You're gonna, oh my god.
Oh yeah, this guy, whatever
Ooh,
he
in the
says.
house.
well, thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for watching on Spotify, YouTube, uh, not Apple Music. That's pretty much only the two places. We're also going to be putting up TikToks now because we got some good clips. So thank you for going and following there as well. Before we start, happy National International Women's Day. Oh, that's a big one. So
Woohoo!
hey,
Hey,
where the late not where my ladies at. I have a
where
lady.
my
Where the
ladies,
ladies
where
at?
the
Where
ladies
the
at?
ladies
Where the
at?
general demographic?
That's kind of strange though. I looked up national international days. Oh, also it wasn't International Women's Day. That's March 8th. Hey, my bad.
Okay,
Today
sorry,
is actually
ladies. Sorry, it's not.
wait, this is
Dude, come
wait,
on.
this is actually National Cheesecake Day, National Chili Dog Day, and National Intern Day. So,
Ooh.
just as important as women, we love our women, but we also love our chili dogs and our cheesecake. So
They're gonna hate me, but
I love them a little bit
it might be a little
more.
better than Women's
I've
Day.
never been slapped in
Cheesecake
the
and chili
face with a
dog.
cheesecake.
Oh,
Ooh, it makes you
okay. Well,
think.
happy those days. We
Yeah,
just got done talking to
Nate.
Nate. Nate is a magician in his spare time. He's a realtor full time, and he has a lot to say about some stuff. So we just got done
That sounds
talking with
really
him.
ominous. You make it sound
He has
like
a lot to say
he has
about
a
some
lot to
stuff.
say about some
Yeah,
stuff.
skeletons. No, he was a really cool guy. He talked about. I asked him about the housing market because some of you might know, I'm looking for a house somewhere in the near future, and we also learned a lot about magic.
A lot about magic, yeah.
When we first talked to him over text, he said he was into magic, and we I think we both thought like magic,
Like the
the
card game,
card,
yeah, like
yeah,
the
Magic the Gathering, the card game,
TCG.
like everyone kind of thing. Yeah, so I was looking up some Magic questions, and he's like, no,
Close up, yeah.
like illusions, like sorcery, bro.
Which was
So
a big
that
surprise.
was really interesting. I don't think I've ever had a conversation with a magician.
No, me
Um,
neither.
yeah, that was, and then he and Joe got into I just my educational background is in sociology, and Joe's super into psychology, and so was Nate. So there's this lovely 15 to 20 minute segment where I don't talk because my
I
brain is on
And it
fire.
is funny because I was thinking, I was like, fuck, like did he disconnect? I really thought that like Matt was in trouble or something
I don't know.
because not
I
only did I not hear a
know.
peep, I didn't even hear like anything coming from his mic. I was like, shit, dude, like, is he okay? But then he texted me, he messaged me, and I was like, okay, fuck, he's alive. But yeah, there
I
is little
didn't know what
bits.
to say. You guys caught me out because you're like onto existentialism and Nietzsche and Freud, and like sociology is was like psychology is the study of the study of like people within yourself, like
Internal
your psyche, your
mechanisms.
mind, internal mechanisms. Sociology is the study of interaction among people. So like um why can't I stare at a dude like just blankly and not say anything to him in public?
The social
Why can't
contracts.
I?
It's about social
Social
contracts.
contracts, how you're socialized, how you come up, how your environment kind of shapes you as a person, and how that affects all of us. So it's similar in the thread of just like studying how people act, but like I was completely lost on the Nietzsche stuff.
So yeah,
So
Nate and I did have a good little chat about existentialism and the meaning of life and whether or not having external goals really kind of deviates the meaning of life. But I'm I was a little bit worried. I was like, dude, I hope he's like okay. And then B, I was like, I hope he's not just like mad because of something that happened before. But
what?
I don't know. I was like,
Just
He's like,
pissed.
I hate this
Fucking
conversation.
pissed.
Yeah.
No, man, I was going through my little library next to my desk. I was like, "Ooh, like what
Find
books? Like
something.
what
Find
find something? Like
something.
it's just Magic
It
Treehouse here. I don't know what
it's like the SpongeBob where it goes into his head and it's a bunch of like
to...
fires in the filing cabinets.
Yeah,
Find
it's
something,
the
please.
milk spilled on the table. It's just like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and like pop-up books, man.
Yeah, we got
No,
some good books next to mine. It's mostly Mr. Seuss. Perhaps you've heard. He's a doctor.
mm,
Yeah, and then Rick Riordan, the author of the Percy Jackson series. The more serious stuff is held under lock and key in my book cabinet.
right,
So,
right. Did you start reading the Percy Jackson because you saw the Odyssey?
no, I actually lied. The only thing next to my desk right
oh,
now is just a picture of my girlfriend and I, and some whitening strips for some reason. I read the Percy Jackson series
just the
back.
essentials.
Yeah, back when I was like maybe like 10. It was
I've been
actually it was strange because I loved it so much. Well,
mhm.
I am really into any type of mythos like Greek, Egyptian, Roman, but I was such a little geek back in the day that I would read
Yeah, you were.
the okay, thank you. Yeah. The first Percy Jackson book, The Lightning Thief. I would legitimately I'm being serious. I would just to fill a day out, I would read the book. Just that book. Not even like the series like over and over. I would just read The Lightning Thief over and over again. So,
Just like how some people read the Bible. It was your
yeah, I
own
was learning
text.
about
It's
the
might as well.
mythos.
I don't have anything
What
else
does
to do. I
Poseidon
might as
say
well.
about this? Chapter 4.
Mm, mm,
You're going to die in
right.
the sea. You're going to die in the sea. That's what he says.
Okay, but all in all, it was a really great episode. Nate had a lot of stories. He's a funny guy.
Good information
Um,
about the housing market as well. So,
the information about the housing market is very important. Because I'm gonna do something. There needs to be another 2008, dude.
and then
That
it's
I
our time.
Well, like I was saying, there's like where we live. There's like you have the main city, and it's like this place is awesome. Everyone wants to live here. The
And
houses
then
are like
hell,
500,000 for a shitbox. Yeah, and then you got to live at the other
the
places.
Hell
It's like
House, LLC
yeah,
house.
I'm just not doing that, man. So it's
Because you can either deal
some.
with the two versions. The place that uh he wants to live, which is like, oh, sunshine and rainbows, and then 10 minutes away you can be like, two people were murdered in this house 5 days ago, and it's now on the market.
Mhm.
So we've dropped it to only $500,000.
I would say Murder House
I mean, he's not
for
gonna
half
murder
a mil.
me. Oh, I guess is
No,
the person locked
it's
up?
over.
Is the
The
person locked
crime's
up?
over, man. Is it clean?
Oh, true that.
No.
I can keep a bit. I can
I
keep a
gotta
gun.
clean it. I gotta clean it.
I have to clean it.
Shit.
Can I knock 10,000 off
Shit.
that then, please? We can knock 10,000 off. Yeah.
Okay. So, I don't know. Did I plug his stuff yet?
Always
There's
safe to do it again. Always safe to do it again.
okay.
So
So in the description of this video, we're gonna have Nate's real estate website, his magic website, and also his IT website because he does some work in IT. We didn't cover that, but that's also he's a man of
many
many
vocations.
talents.
Yes.
Yeah, the guy's always got something cooking.
Yeah.
So, okay, I think that's it.
Yeah.
Pass
Well,
it back.
thank you for watching. Let's get right into it. Hello.
Hey, how are you?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. Well, thank you for coming on first and foremost.
Yeah,
Before anything else, what would you like us to call you again for this
Nate.
episode?
Nate.
Nate, sounds good. Okay.
Yep.
Well, thank you so much for coming on. Before we start, is there anything that you would like to plug for yourself, either like a website or any social at all, just so that we don't forget about it at all?
Um, I mean, I've got the real estate website, the magic website, and the IT website. Um, those are all in the chat already.
Cool. Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it.
Sounds good. Okay. Well, I will put those links down below. Make sure to go follow him or check out those websites. Well, thank you for coming on. We wanted to get right into it. We wanted to ask you about your magic. That was kind of the thing that you don't really hear about too often. I would say. Would you say, Matt? Would you
it's
agree?
pretty interesting. You don't meet a lot of magicians,
Like pro
so
magicians, at least. So
you're right. Yeah. So how did that get started? Where do you learn to pick up magic?
So I am from Fort Wayne, Indiana, well, near Fort Wayne,
Okay.
Indiana, and we've got a fantastic store called Stoner's Fun Store, run by Dick Stoner.
Okay,
Um,
Dick Stoner, nice.
Dude, all these names sound
A
so
great
made up.
name.
Um, they've got stickers that say "I heart Dick," really big letters, and then Stoner at the bottom. Sell out like crazy during Pride Month. It's fantastic.
Nice.
Uh, um, but so Dick was actually a huge magician. I mean, he's done stuff for Muhammad Ali
Oh,
and been on
Wow.
like all of the late night shows back in the day, like what did Johnny Carson and all that stuff. Been on the Allman Brothers stuff on like the Nashville Network back in the day.
so he was working the
Um,
dick magic then, it sounds like. He was working that dick
oh
magic.
yeah, he was working something. But so he's from Fort Wayne, right? So I grew up and he was in the store when I was a little kid just about every Saturday. So you could go in and he'd like entertain with a little bit of magic stuff that they were trying to sell anyway and whatever. But then uh I started selling real estate and realized that some kids just suck.
Some
Um
kids just suck, right? How
yeah.
true that is, yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I'm trying to show mom and dad your new bedroom, and you won't stop doing whatever you're doing, right?
Yeah.
So I popped into Stoner's one day and grabbed a deck of cards and this is called the Magic Coloring Book, and I can't remember what the other effect was now. But then just started doing like 20 minute things for kids, on the front porch or in the living room of whatever house we're trying to show.
Yeah.
That way their parents can, actually get a second to think and look and whatever. And that turned into going to a magic club thing, at Stoner's. And from there, I mean, I think this is almost 2.5 years of doing stuff,
Okay.
um like doing stuff with that group. My first show was probably 2 years ago.
Okay. Oh, so quick then
um
actually then. You went from
yeah,
unmagical hands to getting paid pretty quick then.
It's
yeah,
pretty fun.
it's I mean, a lot of my stuff, like I'm not like, oh man, now he appeared in a Corvette or whatever, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I'm no Lance
Yeah.
Burton. But I like it's all comedy magic. So a lot like think like decent crowd work at a comedy show plus magic tricks
Okay.
that are funny.
So are you doing a lot? I remember we had mentioned, you had talked to us about it, but you said a lot of card tricks and a lot of close-ups. What is like what's a trick that we can we can visualize in our head, I guess, to kind of see what you would be doing on like a show to show basis then?
Um, there's one that I absolutely love, with three pieces of rope that are all different lengths. And then I make them all one length, and there's still three pieces of rope, and I can show you there's three pieces of rope, and then it all turns back into three separate lengths of rope. And there, I mean, it's like a 6 inch rope, a roughly 12-inch rope, and a roughly 18-inch rope. So
Hmm.
they're not even kind of close on the same sizes or anything. But then when I do that one, I really like it because, like, depending on the crowd that I'm doing stuff for, depends on what I'm gonna say around the trick, right? It's called patter. So like with that one, if it's a kid's show or whatever, the whole patter around it is like, so we've got these three pieces of rope. We've got this little tiny one, this one that's kind of, mid-size, it's pretty average, and then we've got this really big guy, right? Well, they want to play basketball. Well, the little guy, he's not so great, but he's fast. And then the middle guy, he's a little good at everything, and that big guy, he is killer underneath, right?
Hmm.
So when you put them all together and you take all your friends together, and you guys pretty much just combine talent, and then the thing happens where they're all the same length, and then we can lean on each other and get the whole thing done, and nobody has to be under too much pressure with it.
Okay.
But eventually everybody has to go back to normal and go back to their daily lives, and then everything goes back to normal.
Okay. Nice. So it is really leaning into like the crowd work and like trying to like give talks to the people. Do you ever have people come up, maybe some magic aficionados, and be like, "Listen, man, I know exactly how you did that trick. It's really not even that impressive." Or do
That's
people?
my favorite thing. I just give them whatever the thing is. They're like, "Oh, like I can do that exact card routine," and I just hand them my cards and go,
Do
"Here,
it then.
do it."
Yeah, do it
Go
then.
ahead.
Yeah.
Let's see. Everyone, this guy wants
It's
to.
only backfired one time, and that guy was so much better than me.
You're like, let's fuck.
That's awful. That's
Fuck,
terrible.
shit.
Yeah.
What do I even
That
do?
awful
Can you like,
feeling.
can I learn from you, please?
I mean, basically, that's what I was like. How did you do that part? Oh, well, it's really easy. That's
Magic.
the cool thing. Right. That's if it's a kids show, that's always my answer. How'd you do that? It was magic.
It was
Did you not
magic.
read the sign?
You're at a magic show. This could be magic.
Sign.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
it's
fun.
great.
So, a lot of crowd work, like not these really grand spectacle, like David Blaine type magic tricks, but just a lot of crowd work, a lot of ground level stuff. So I assume that magic tricks, magic performances, they all kind of involve grabbing people's attention, influencing them, and kind of in a sense like manipulating their attention. Do you find yourself like kind of using that in your job as a realtor? Like, are you grabbing someone on a tour and you're like, hey, like look over here at this, there's like the shitty bathroom over here or something, and you're like, like do you find yourself speaking to people like a magician more often, or
Not
do you
really.
separate yourself? No.
Yeah, it's like my realtor side is I'm like the most low pressure real estate person ever. Like if you want it, great. If not, like it's probably not that for you anyway. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
fair, yeah.
I don't want to be the reason you hate where you live. I'm gonna let you make that poor decision. But it's it's I don't know, like honestly at closing, because it's really boring and everybody is just listening to somebody drone on about paperwork and sign here and sign here. Like I just do card tricks the whole time.
Okay.
So that's fun. But no, like I try. I mean, like realtors already have such a bad reputation.
That you don't want to add
Especially-
magician,
Yeah,
manipulation, and
Right. I'm definitely not trying to be the used car guy with a deck of cards.
you're gonna get that. You're gonna get that cease and desist. I swear to God, he swung a little pendulum in my face, and I was signing papers. I didn't even want to do that at all. He manipulated me.
He asked me what key I wanted, and this wasn't it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a question.
One more thing for me. Is there ever like crossover in like your magic thing? Are you ever trying to sell a house and they're like Nate the magician?
Yeah,
or
I remember
are you doing tricks and they're like Nate the realtor? Like,
Yeah, it happens.
it happens.
I've got a trick, like a card disappears and then reappears in a Lego house.
Okay.
So that's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Ties everything together. I haven't booked a magic show from like a real estate client yet.
That would be
but
really funny.
I have had real estate clients come to my magic shows.
That would be really funny. Like you're just like, I know you didn't like the house, but I have a little side gig for you if you're interested,
Right.
of course.
Sweeten the pot. Let's wrap this deal up.
I got magic at 5.
I'll do some shit. I got some stuff that'll blow your mind.
That's
Right.
cool. Well, that's good. Then at least you never had like the Jeffrey Epstein, the New York financier moment. Then you're like, oh, you mean Nate Hicks, the magician from Indiana? Yeah.
That'd be terrible. That would be terrible. Yeah, that'd be wild.
Have you
Yeah,
have you
no,
ever
it's
had
just, I don't know, it's fun.
Have you had like, so I've seen different types of reactions when they hear about people being magicians. Like obviously within media there's either the two great examples of, oh, they're either super cool guys that get all the girls, or it's the complete opposite where it's like, oh my god, he's a magician. Have you ever gotten like strange or good reactions from people whenever you tell them that? And also, like, how does it kind of affect, people coming up to you in general?
It's definitely gone both ways where people are like, "Oh, that's cool,"
Yeah.
or they're like, "Oh, dude, what do you do?" Like, so I mean, it depends. Honestly, most of the time, the people that are just like, "Oh, that's cool," and like don't don't find it interesting or entertaining, are not the greatest people to deal with anyway.
Okay.
Um, like they're just usually like the more uptight, like I know everything, and like you know what I mean. Like I
Yeah.
don't know. It's weird.
It's not real
Um,
magic kind of people then.
yeah, yeah. Like, and I'm like, listen, I can shoot fire out of a wand. I don't know how much more real you want. Um, yeah, it's weird, but it's fun. Like depending on like if we a bunch of my magician friends go out to dinner or whatever, like somebody every single time brings up, oh yeah, we're magicians and blah blah blah, and so we end up doing like card tricks or whatever for the server.
Mm.
um Most of the time that's fun.
Most
Sometimes
of the
they
time.
really don't understand anything. um but like they'll have 15 tables or whatever, and my guy's like, oh Nate, do this thing.
The
So
They're
poor
like,
server.
they're like, wrap this up. There's a table on
Yeah.
15 that I gotta
he's like,
go,
listen, there's
man.
a five top that just got open. I gotta bust that.
Hurry up your fucking trick, because we are busy tonight.
Is this your
You can
card?
get this shit
No, man. Yeah.
So do you have a little group of friends that are also magicians? Is there like not a market, but like is there a field for like full-time magician performers, or is this something that you all kind of do as like not a hobby, but just like a side thing in addition to your realty?
There are, but it's not a ton, right? Like, cruise ship stuff is still huge.
Mhm.
There's a couple guys that do like comedy clubs, like on a national rotation or whatever. Um, Most of them though are the Vegas guys, right?
Right.
There's actually a guy in Indianapolis, which is like 3 hours south of here, that his whole job is street magic. So he goes out and he sets his stuff up, random sidewalk in a park, right? And just starts doing magic for tips, and like that's his gig. Um so and I mean he makes decent money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah.
crazy. It's nuts, man.
Where would you want
Um,
to get to, like, a level of fame? Like, would you want, if possible, to get up all the way to like the David Blaine, Chris Angel level, or are you happy with, where you are right now with the small shows, or something in between? Would you want that grand fame, or where do you want, I guess, magic to really kind of go for you?
um, I mean, I would love to like just be able to say that I did a cruise ship one time. Um, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. Doing like a regional comedy club tour would be great. Um, I, I I think that's probably about it though. I don't really care to
Okay.
go huge, crazy, nuts, right?
So regional fame
Um,
then. Yeah.
Yeah, like it would be awesome. Don't get me wrong. Like if it happened, I wouldn't be upset, right?
Yeah, all my
But
millions. Oh.
yeah, yeah. You mean I just get paid to go and like make fun of people with people? That's it.
That's what Puff the
Um,
Dragon does, that's pretty much his entire shtick at this point.
that's yeah. So everything I tend to do, it mimics some of how Piff works, some of
Mhm.
how Pendulette works. Um, Matt Donnelly's another one that I lean on pretty heavy. Because I do a lot of close-up stuff, way back in the day, there was a whole huge magic scene in Chicago where they had magic bartenders, like magician bartenders, all over.
Hmm.
So I lean on a lot of that stuff, and that's a lot of the quicker wit, the like the crowd work type stuff with a good show.
And your
Right?
ID is now mine. Yeah.
Yeah.
This was a
Yeah,
fake.
I
Go
already knew
outside.
your phone number.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave.
With your social security number.
Yeah. Now, the people
Yeah.
that I've seen that have actually like blown my mind, because obviously, at the end of the day, like, hopefully, not to discredit it, but it's just a lot of like dexterity within your fingers and a lot of practice, right? The guy that I have seen that blows my mind every single time I do like see him do anything is the Mentalist. His name is like Oz something.
Yeah, Oz Perlman.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Do you have any insight into how that works at all?
A lot of it, yeah. Some of it is as simple as you think, and some of it is wildly complex. And
Okay. Cuz it's like a lot of like layering of ideas within their conversation, right? For those that don't know, there's this person named Oz. What was his name?
Oz Perlman.
Oz Perlman, yes. And he is known as like a mentalist where he's able to conjure up stuff from within asking you questions that you would think would be impossible. Like knowing your childhood best friend or knowing your gas pin code. I saw him do a Rogan podcast clip where he just guessed Rogan's pin code and Rogan was like freaking out. Now, obviously people tend to say, "Oh, this is either just planned or it's fake." But I've never seen someone be like, "Yeah, this is fake." It's pretty much always that is insane. But yeah, you're saying that it's a lot of like kind of putting ideas into people's head then to think certain things before they actually do.
There's a lot of that. There's a little bit of pre-show work there. I mean, like if he walked up to you tomorrow morning when you're walking into your job, he's not going to be able to figure out what your pin is for your credit card, right?
Yeah.
But if you gave him a little bit of notice, right, he would definitely be able to tell you what elementary you went to and who your teacher was and whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
it's pretty crazy stuff. It's really fun to watch. Especially like from a magician side, because I don't really do any mentalism.
Okay.
But like I know enough of how it's done that I still can't believe that some of it is actually done the way it's done, because it just, when you say it out loud, it doesn't sound like it would work.
But then it does.
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Have you seen it, Matt, at all?
I haven't heard of this.
I
this
will show you
concept at all. I've
after.
just been listening.
It is some stuff that you genuinely would not believe. He appeared on I think it was the Basement Yard podcast not too long ago, and he was pulling childhood friend names that they hadn't spoken to in years. Like some of the stuff was crazy.
I love that pod.
No, you haven't seen it. That episode is really, really good. That one was crazy. Have you ever had any like people that did were like bad customers within Magic, and also what kind of dictates a bad customer within Magic as well?
I really haven't. I mean, like I've had a couple people that were like, "Oh, I know how you do that" or whatever, but I've got a couple things like that I can slip into a show, like an actual show, and not just like street magic stuff. That I don't know what they're really called. I call them heckler busters.
Okay.
Like I've got one. It's like a tarot card thing, right?
Yeah.
But like I am able to tell something about you that you might not even know about yourself, right? And then they take the card and we look at the card before and the card after and see what they are, and then we show them the card that they picked, and it's generally something that is the complete opposite of them that I know will offend them, that I've written on a blank card. Yeah, that's a fun one. I've got one. I force a card, and I lay down a prediction card, and then I force a card on them, and then I'm like, all right, I laid down my prediction, and then I show them my prediction, and all it is on the card, it's a big middle finger. And then at the bottom in fine print, it's like, oh, like if you see this card or something like that, if you see this card and you picked the King of Clubs, you owe this magician a $15 tip or something like that.
Does that work? Guys,
Yeah,
wow. I would be like, the
yeah,
fuck?
Hey, right
I'm not
on.
giving you shit, man.
yeah.
If I got a middle
Most of the
finger.
time, like that's the initial reaction, right? Is you're a
Yeah.
piece of shit, like that's ridiculous. And then 15 or 20 minutes later, they come back. They're like, "Listen, dude, like, what?
That
How
was
did
tough.
you do that?" Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's
Nice.
good stuff.
I'm looking right now. I'm looking at your realty website, and these are some pretty solid houses for some pretty solid prices. To be honest, how would you characterize the market where you're at? Because at least where we're at, it is garbage right now.
Pretty garbage,
I've
yeah.
been trying to save up for a down payment on the house just because like the most basic like cardboard box shithole is like, oh, like I don't know, $450,000. It's just
Basically.
like it's not really sustainable for someone kind of in the position I'm in, or at least for like a lot of young Americans. So what's going on over there where you're at?
It really depends on what location you want to be in, right?
Mhm.
My service area is pretty massive. It's what probably well, it covers 6 different counties. Um, so depending like if you're I don't know if you're a big farm person or you
Mhm.
work in farming in ag, then we'll go to Steuben County, and you either are an ag executive, and we're going to be looking at something like on the lake or something with a lot of forests or whatever,
Yeah.
or you're like farmhand, and we're going to be looking at like a 2 bed, 1 bath, 3 bed, 1 bath for like 140, 180 maybe.
140?
Yeah,
Dang.
we've still got stuff that's like 135, 140. It's generally going to need a little bit of love, right?
Sure.
But
Yeah.
if we can get you to 180, I can find something move-in ready pretty much wherever you want to be.
I'm pretty
That's
sure that
cool.
number
That's cool.
is probably very surprising for a lot of people.
Oh,
We both live in places that I would say are probably mm, booming right now. I live in a big city and he lives in a very I would say well off area, and some of the house prices I will see are just ridiculous for just absolute nothings, right?
Oh
Like
yeah.
I went by I would say like a 2 bed. I looked at the place actually. It was a 2 bed, 3 bath, um, dirt lot yard, and it was like 450. And I was like, how is this? First of all, who would even buy this when you can just go, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes outside of the city and find something way better for like way less? Why are some areas, like within cities specifically, so expensive? Is it just because of how accessible it is to other things within its area?
I mean, some of it's accessibility, a lot of it's just desirability, right? If I have something that psychologically makes this area better, everybody's going to want to be there,
Hmm.
right? Um, we have an area that's it's like a historic district. It's a bunch of old houses that have been, for the most part, pretty well maintained, and it's downtown. It's 4 blocks away from the minor league stadium, which is a huge deal.
Hmm.
Um, right next to some new development stuff a couple blocks away, and stuff in there. I mean, you're looking at like 425 ish for some of it. That if you put it anywhere else, it would be like maybe 160.
160.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, just because of where it's at. Um, I mean, there, and then there's other spots where you're like, oh man, that house is like huge and it looks nice, and then you look at the listing and it's like 200,000, and you're like, I don't understand why, and then you look at a crime map and it makes sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all, everything's desirability, right? Especially in real estate, because there's only one, right? There's not a single other house on the entire planet that's like my house, right? It might be the same floor plan, it might be the same acreage, it might be the same color, it might have the same driveway, but it doesn't have my neighbors, it doesn't have my street, it doesn't have my view, it doesn't have my fence, it doesn't, all this stuff plays into it, which it, on the surface, like saying it out loud, it sounds silly, right? Like, oh, that's the same house as that one, but that one's got a fence and it's $15,000 difference. Well, the one with the fence has also a better view because it's not up against the backside of another house, right? Like,
Yeah.
that backyard, the house is facing the other way, so you actually get a clear view of the field across the street or whatever, right? Like, it's different stuff like that so many people, they don't realize that's a thing until
Or
they start
might
looking for a
overlook.
house.
They'll overlook it
Yeah.
and just think it's way less important. But
Oh my
waking up to that back of the house for 3 years
Yeah.
straight compared to an actual like
Right.
mountainside view would probably be a big difference.
Oh,
Is there
yeah.
do you have any insights or maybe hope for people that are looking to buy houses? Is there any swings in the market that you expect to take place in this next couple of years, or is it kind of as blind for you as it is for anybody else?
I can only see the future if I bought it from a magic shop.
Okay.
So
Right.
so yeah, like
No
my
8
crystal
ball?
ball is just as blank as yours.
Yeah,
man.
no magic 8 ball for
Yeah.
house prices in 2027 then?
Yeah, I mean, like, truthfully, I think that house prices have to come down. Absolutely have to, because
Okay.
At some
the
point.
way that things, unless rates come down, and I don't see that happening. Like, if rates come down because of the way economic math works, like, that would be wildly detrimental for the entire country.
Uh-huh.
And if we fall, other countries start to fall too, because they get
Mhm.
propped up by us and whatever. So I don't think that's going to happen. I think prices are going to have to come down. But depending on where you're at, the government actually, believe it or not, does do some cool things. They have, it's the USDA zero down payment program, which is fantastic. We've got a fair amount of rural area around here. And their definition of rural may or may not even seem rural. Like, there are entire counties that have, towns of like 30,000 people, and that's considered a rural area and covers, or gets covered by this zero down thing.
Okay.
So that's always a possibility too. I mean, any of your favorite lenders would be able to look it up on their maps and see if they can lend that way or not. FHA, you can do 3% down. Everybody seems to think that there's this huge, like, you have to have this massive down payment or whatever, and you don't. Like, you can do as little as 3% for an FHA loan, which is another government-backed loan. You can do conventional loans right now. I've seen conventionals down to 4.5% right now, which is crazy. Those are the ones that are usually between 10 and 20%.
So there is hope, basically. There is maybe a light at the end of the tunnel, even now, possibly.
Yeah.
If you look at the right place.
The big thing is just partnering with an agent and a lender that actually know what they're doing. They're because of COVID and the big boom and everybody going, oh, like, I can sell houses, I can unlock doors and make money. Like, that's not a big deal. There are so many agents that are out there that just aren't great. I mean, a lot of the initial licensing and stuff definitely needs to be overhauled, and I think that's a normal consensus in every state that you look at. The barrier to entry is just way too low. So you get a lot of people that don't know the ins and outs of things and don't know different things or even
Yeah.
in existence, right?
Hmm.
Like, I mean, of the counties that I serve, there's only one that's mostly not able to do that USDA loan because it's not rural. But I know other agents that have no idea that a zero down loan is even a thing.
So it really is just the lack of education within
Yeah.
everyone's part that's keeping people back a lot of
Yep.
times. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's my big thing. Um, doing really anything is educating, right? Like
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to make any decision that they don't feel like they made the best decision they could. Um, I try and explain everything a million different ways. When I worked retail, I worked at Best Buy. I was in the Geek Squad for a while,
Okay.
and it was my favorite job and my least favorite job all at the same time. Um, it you have to be able to explain computer stuff at like 9 different levels of intelligence, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Uh, so I just take that into everything, right? So even real estate stuff. If I feel like I can't explain it to my 8-year-old nephew in a way that he kind of sort of understands what it is, then I probably don't have a clue.
Right.
Um,
Yeah. You.
yeah. So it's I take that and just run with it as hard as I can in pretty much any kind of conversation there is, right? Except magic. I'm not going to tell you how I did it.
Well, it was once
Yeah.
again, it was
It's
magic, of
magic.
course. It's
Yeah.
Splendor. Wonder. Joy.
Right. Yeah.
Illusion.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Well, the situation doesn't sound entirely world-ending bleak, the housing situation, and I think it's interesting that you said a lot of it is psychological. Like it's this. There's a million houses, but there's not this one twice.
Yeah.
And I could attest to that as well because where I live, um, Joe said that I live in a relatively well off
okay. I might
town.
have.
That doesn't mean I'm well off. It just means I live where the people are and they throw
Yeah.
down their breadcrumbs at me. But
Right.
there's like there's satellite towns surrounding this main area, and it's about the psychological aspect. I refuse to buy a home in one of those satellite towns because it's
Yeah.
like I'm not gonna live in the fucking like like these
You don't want to
these
live
places.
in all these
Yeah, no,
boars.
man.
Really? This is where you want me with the boars? No.
Yeah, dude. No, there's like farmland. It's farmland, and there's this one that's like it's so my town has name, and then the other town is like town name valley. So it's like I don't want to live in a place that's named after the valley of the town. That like it kind of seems like I'm just
Right.
being like a step below. Like and there's a prejudice. I know there's a prejudice because I'm prejudiced against the people that live there. And the other town is just like the people there are like kind of backwater like farming.
Like,
they're
okay.
like I what?
A good example is, have you seen Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
So Eagleton and Pawnee. It's essentially like Eagleton and Pawnee. Like there are two very distinct towns with very distinct, I guess, like cultures within them, and the people. And I guess I won't say the people, but the town of the town valley is essentially Pawnee.
They're Pawnee.
They're essentially Pawnee.
They got
Yeah.
raccoons. Some dudes living in a pit. I don't know.
Exactly.
No,
Yeah.
man. I went out there to the other town a couple weeks ago. I was house sitting, and I went to the grocery store there, and like those people are barely hanging on. Like there's just
No,
a guy
you
in a
went to the Dollar
wheelchair. Like
General.
yeah, the General, man, is like there's not. I don't want to say like. I don't know. I don't know what they got going on. They're like Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
Dark-
it's kinda
yeah.
the same
like barely
thing,
keeping
right?
barely keeping it together. Yeah, man. So it definitely is psychological. On that thread though, what's up?
Where I'm at, it's the exact same thing. Like if you go, my house is roughly like between 220 and 240, right? Like I don't,
Yeah,
it's nothing fancy. It's whatever. But
it's all yeah.
I can go 15 minutes, and I've got listings that are $500,000. There's a whole subdivision that there's
Mhm.
nothing less than 1.3. Like, and it's 15 minutes away. Like
Yeah,
on the edge of the big
yeah,
town. Like
yeah.
on the edge of Eagleton. Uh,
On the edge
And
of
it's
Eagleton,
wild.
yeah.
and that's yeah, it's a trip because it's like literally, you could have the same exact home, but if it's in that valley, bro, it's gonna be a lot less cheaper. And
Yeah.
if it's in the town that I'm in, ooh boy, it's gonna be $500,000, and you're gonna get bought out by a Californian.
Oh
So
yeah.
Essentially.
Oh, we had that
it's
problem too.
yeah, man. So it's definitely psychological. But on that thread, I was reading your little pitch you sent to us, and you said you're interested in psychology.
Yeah, love it. Love it.
You
I
love it?
have
Did you?
forever.
Yeah. Did you
Uh,
study it in school? Did you go to school?
yeah, so I started taking psych classes in high school. They had like an intro to
Oh,
psych thing and
all
then
right.
sociology class and stuff like that.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I went to college at Indiana Tech and decided at first that I wanted to do computer stuff, and I love computer networking. So that's when I declared a major. That's what I went for. And after about 2 semesters, I was like, "Yeah, dude, I hate computers." Um,
They make no
so
sense. They make no
yeah,
sense. Yeah.
yeah. So we switched to psychology, right? And then after
Mhm.
about a semester of that, I was like, "Nah, I hate people."
Yep.
So
Yeah.
we went back to computers, and then literally every semester, or made like there were a couple times that it was a whole year, but almost every semester, I switched majors from psychology to either computer science or networking.
Nice.
Yeah.
For the entire 5 years I was there because I'm a super senior. Um, and it was just it was crazy. Like my degree, they had to kind of sort of like, oh yeah, this elective will work with this humanities class because it's kind
Yeah.
of the same, right? But yeah, I'm like one, I think it was one class away from an associate's in psychology.
Mhm.
And like I don't know, I've taken a bunch of like cert classes and just not done the licensing stuff,
Well,
and
you are in good company
it's
because
fun
I
stuff.
I do have my I have my degree in computer science, and I can attest to the fact that yeah, computers suck, man. They're they're pretty horrible. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
that definitely kind of seems like a common theme through everybody that I've spoken to about their degrees. Basically, as you learn more and more about the minutiae, the details behind the scenes of the big picture, you kind of realize how messed up everything is. And then you'll
Yeah,
just kind of have to either push through or redirect into something,
it's
and
so
then realize the
depressing.
same thing. Yeah, and then realize the exact same thing with that as well. It's like, oh, well,
Yeah,
computers suck, and so do people too. And
yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, computers have to suck because people made them,
exactly,
right?
yeah.
So,
Oh,
what doesn't suck?
Mm.
Animals. Like, animals are great.
Magic.
yeah,
Right.
magic, yeah. What kind of
So what?
psychology do you like to study
Mhm.
then?
Um, Honestly, all of it. Um, I mean, oh man, I've gone super deep on just about everybody.
Okay.
Like, um, I don't even know, like you put me on the spot.
Well, we actually
No,
Um,
have a
no,
list. We
it's
we you said earlier when we were talking before that you liked Nietzsche and then also Freud. So I actually did have a question about that combination, I guess.
they're almost every like real psychology person, they've got the thing that they're 100% right on,
Hmm.
and like both of them nailed it on their thing.
Okay.
Um, but then sometimes it's like I don't know what the rest of this stuff is that you're trying to say because that's not real. But
So then, what do you think Freud nailed then? Because I was gonna ask about that. What do you think
uh,
Freud nailed in his approach?
I think he all the stuff around the dreams.
I think he just completely blew that out of the water. I think that is all so it's either completely right or so close to right that we'll just call it good, you know?
Okay.
Like I can't think of any dream that I've ever had or that somebody's told me about that you couldn't make sense of with what was going on or what had happened in their life.
Okay. Do you think
Well,
that that's not just finding patterns where they may or may not exist?
I mean, that's what psychology is, though.
really quick, what is this concept? Because I went the other way. I'm a sociologist by degree, so I'm not too into the Nietzsche Freud type deal. What is this concept?
Freud's stuff was basically dreams have meanings. That
Okay.
was the big thing that I loved from him. I mean, he also said that you've got a thing for your mom.
Yeah.
I don't think that
Hey.
one's right. I want to be real honest. I think that one's wrong. Um,
The Oedipus
but
complex is not, yeah, not endorsed.
yeah, no, not for me. To each their own, though, I guess, right? No, the dreams have meanings thing, though. Like, um, oh, I don't know. Like, you could have a dream about a dragon chasing a bunny rabbit through a lettuce field, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
And like interpret that as you at the grocery store and or you trying to buy food and something not letting you, but really you've got some shit going down at your job that you don't know if you're going to have a job next week. So you might not even know if you can afford the food to buy at the grocery store even though you're there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
like you're the rabbit and in the lettuce field chased by the dragon because the dragon is green and that's money and you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just
Does
there's so many things that fit. But like you there's one of you, I don't even know
yeah.
what one was saying that it's pattern recognition, right?
Mhm.
There's a whole lot of pattern recognition in all of it and tying it into things that make it make sense even though it doesn't make sense is pretty much what the human brain does with everything, right? Like
Yeah.
if you really look at the way like our vision works, we can see our nose all the time, but our brain says no, it's not there anymore because I'm tired of looking at it, right?
Mhm.
um our internal organs, like you can't feel your stomach move around, but you can actually feel your stomach move around. Your brain just says no thanks.
Okay. Do you think
So
that
it
knowing about this concept though essentially kind of damns you into thinking that dreams not so I'm not saying one way or the other, but do you think that like since you know of this concept where dreams, according to Freud, have meaning, the moment that you know that concept, does that not kind of put you at kind of a bias towards thinking that dreams have meanings, even if they, let's say that they don't. Let's say that Freud was wrong, and dreams are just dreams, and a collection of synapses firing whenever or for whatever reason. Since you have that knowledge, does that not make you think, oh, I wonder what this is representative in my life, rather than actually the other way around of, oh, I have this dream, what is the meaning?
Yeah, but I think it starts it I think it starts when even as a little kid when you have a bad dream. Why did you have the bad dream?
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like nobody tells a little kid that they are afraid of the dark because they can't see in it and we're just wired that way. You know what I mean? So it's the natural human why does the thing happen? I
Hmm.
think. But also, I mean, like, definitely once you're predisposed to something, it becomes the go-to.
Hmm.
Um, I definitely think that that does happen for sure, for sure. But I don't think it's like an every time or everybody thing. Does that make sense?
Could you expound just to kind of?
I think a lot of people at least know about a concept of dreams having some sort of meaning, even if it's like tarot cards and psychics or whatever,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
Um, but I don't think that necessarily means you have like whatever you think of the dream has to be because of
Okay,
that predisposition, right?
yeah.
Like it could be my dog dreams all the time, right? You hear all these little tiny barks and he
You see
runs
the
and
feet run,
whatever.
yeah, of course.
Yeah. And I mean like you can tell it's really strange because sometimes if like my neighbor's dog's been barking a lot or they've got a bunch of dogs and they've been fighting or whatever and you can hear them growling at each other, like the way he reacts in his dream while he sleeps is way different than a day that they're all quiet and everything's just good. So it's almost like when you go and see a scary movie and then you have bad dreams because of the scary movie.
Hmm.
I feel like it's the same thing, right? Like the the thing has already been put there, so now it's in your head.
So like the
And
Mentalist, a little bit like the Oz Pearl.
yeah. Like you're predisposed to this thing, and then while your brain is sleeping and resting and recovering and whatever, like other things happen that normally don't, so it can just kind of go out on a limb and do its thing.
Okay, okay. Do
It,
you?
it's
Oh,
go ahead.
do you think because the other person that you mentioned in our other talk was Nietzsche, right? And do you think that you are just kind of biased to finding meaning in the extreme or in the absurd?
Yeah,
So then you
100%.
okay.
I,
What do you
I think I think a lot of people are though. I think that's a lot like how percentage wise how much of the world is religious in one way
Mhm.
or another, right? It's the same thing.
Okay. The reason I say
It's
that for those that aren't super familiar, I will be of course butchering this idea, but Nietzsche is famous for his expounding and talks and beliefs on existentialism, which is essentially that life doesn't have an external meaning that you have to or goal that you should go to. So you must become, in his words, an Ubermensch, where you essentially find your own meaning. Right, a little bit like a different philosopher, Camus, Albert Camus, with absurdism. It's essentially finding meaning in the void of in a void of meaningness, or yeah,
yeah,
meaninglessness. So
yeah. Viktor Frankl did the same thing, right? With Man's Search for Meaning. Like that's a whole everything.
mhm.
If you haven't read that, by the way, it's fantastic.
What was that? What book?
Um, Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl.
Okay.
It's the whole thing is why we have to have meaning in things. And I mean the really to me the really good part about it is when you look at people that have meaning in their lives and don't feel essentially hopeless and lost and constantly in a battle of some sort, right? Or
Hmm.
trying to find the good or bad thing. Like when they exist and they know the good things are there and they know the bad things are there and they know what they are and who they are, those people are the happy ones, right? Those are the ones that do things,
Do you
that do
think
good things.
similarly? It's a matter of being damned by the information, being damned to the fact that within the belief of existentialism that you have no meaning, and to break free from that belief and that mindset. Do you think the fact that maybe the people that are just happy with their family and happy with the life that they have, right? Do you think that they would be more likely or less likely to know about the concept of existentialism? I feel like it kind of puts a lot of pressure on oneself once you actually learn about existentialism to become, in Nietzsche's words, the Ubermensch of breaking free and
Oh yeah,
knowing that you have no meaning, but just to
yeah.
find it anyways.
It's a really weird thing where like I feel like the ones that don't know are usually like the blissfully ignorant.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're just happy to be there, right? Back to Parks and Rec, they're the Gary Gergich,
Okay. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Uh, but then the ones that need purpose and understand that without purpose there's not really a meaning and that kind of deal, those are the ones that I feel like on the outside might not look as happy, but on the inside are probably more not put together, but more understanding of things,
Okay.
of how to be better and have the desire to be better. I think that part's huge. If you don't, once you get complacent, I mean, nothing good comes from complacency, right? Like if you, I don't know, if you're doing physical therapy or whatever for a bum leg and you get complacent and you can move it this much and that's fine because now you can walk a little and then you stop doing the physical therapy, what happens, right? You go
Yeah.
backwards.
Do you
So
do you find
go ahead.
that maybe it's not, or maybe not best? What do you think assigns the fact that the people that are ignorant, blissfully ignorant, maybe don't have an understanding of what it takes to be put together or to be happy? Maybe, this is not me arguing either way. Perhaps the true way to be the Ubermensch, to break free from the meaninglessness, is to never know about it in the first place. Maybe the fact that they have meaning within a family, within their kids, within their job, is better to not even know about the fact that they have no meaning in the first place.
I think that's huge. They are, I feel like they tend to be more driven from outside factors than inside factors, right? It's not about doing the thing for them. It's about doing the thing for somebody. I go to work so I can, pay for the house that my dog and my wife live in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't go to work because I like work. I go to work for the things for them, right? Like I don't need to be in a house like this. I can go and live in a tent if I want to, but they're more comfortable here, so I work so we can be here, right? Like I think that's the driver for a lot of the happy-go-lucky, like don't give them the meaning part of life any thought, right? Like because they get that outside push and definition of meaning.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So the fact that they might have a different definition of meaning and happiness from a person that knows of, let's say, complex ideas of meaningfulness in the world, but their happiness and their meaning doesn't become any less valid from the fact that they are driven from the outside force, though. Like, just because
Yeah, no, I
one
think
comes
it's just
from,
different.
yeah, so just because one comes from outside forces versus, an internal engine to be better or to understand or to break free from the monotony of whatever, doesn't mean that they're bad. They're just different reasons for meaning and to be happy. I can agree
Yeah,
with that. I can definitely agree with that, because I feel like they're
yeah. Like
definitely,
like
yeah.
it to me it's the same thing. It's just one has put a definition on it and one lives the definition without knowing it.
Okay, and which one would you say is which? Because I could honestly argue for either way.
I think the Gurgich type lives it without knowing it.
Okay. And you think the
Like
definition
it's
of the Ubermensch and the meaninglessness, that is defining what meaning is?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Well,
That was
I
good.
when I was in school, I took like a psych course, and thank you for transporting me back to that because my brain is thoroughly on fire right now. This is very highbrow stuff. I normally I just did sociology. I was just interested in the interactions between people. I wanted to know why this guy thought it was okay for him to stand next to me at the urinal when there was another one open,
the
like
man,
Oh,
the
across the
man
that's
room.
because
rule, the
he's a
You
man
know,
psycho.
code.
I was more interested in the social contract aspect of it. Not
Yeah.
that this stuff is a bit above my pay grade. I feel a bit like Andy Dwyer since we're making Parks references. I got mine
Okay.
in. I got my. I feel like a moron. Um,
I mean, Johnny
wow.
Karate was pretty awesome, though.
Hey
Johnny
man,
Karate was pretty
we
awesome.
all have our
Yeah.
strengths. We have all. Yeah, you guys are talking about existentialism. I want to know why I can't face someone in the elevator.
Yeah.
So
And
it's
why he stood next
Like
to me in the
it's
urinal.
it all ties in. The
it
only
does all tie in.
sociology class that I ever had to take in college, though, just killed sociology for me completely
Yeah.
because it was like, well, your whole brain is completely because the way it is because when you were a zygote in a stomach. No, like there's so much more than that.
Hmm.
Like I understand the okay, there's DNA and like things happen to make things happen, and then if they're not perfect, they're not perfect, and things can break. I get that, but there's so much more nurture versus nature
Yeah.
stuff.
A lot of it is about how you're socialized. You know,
Yes.
we just our perspectives are changed from, if I was um I forgot what you said where you're from, but I'm from the American Southwest, right? So if I grew up over there, I would be completely different to the person I am now. There's no like determinism that I'm going to be this person because I was fated or whatever. It's all just how you grow up and what you learn
Yeah.
and where
That
you come
honestly,
from.
that's one of my absolute favorite like social dynamic things is looking at siblings, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
assumingly you should have had similar experiences, right? Like I know anecdotally just from my experiences that's not at all the case.
Right.
But it's like and when you're close in age and all this stuff, right? Like oh, you both went to the same school, you had the same set of friends, and one of you is in prison and the other one
It's
is
just,
not,
yeah, it's just
right?
little
Like
things. It's just microscopic things
yeah,
that
yeah,
happen to you, and it's just like bush. It's impossible to recreate the second person,
yeah, it's so
or
good.
another person twice. And yeah, that's really interesting to me as well. So
Yeah.
okay, we're coming up on an hour. I think we're at that time. So did we cover everything that you wanted to get to? Is there something that you want to talk about that you didn't?
No, not really. I mean, we hit
We hit
all of it.
Magic. We hit
Yeah.
Indiana. Oh God, we hit
Right.
We
Indiana.
didn't hit pro
No.
wrestling.
In the end. What do you think about the 50-year mortgage?
Oh, I think that's trash.
You think it's trash? No one should take
Yeah,
it?
no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, just solely like, are are you gonna be there for 50 years?
I think that's kind of the thing is like if like I'm 24, I had to remember for a second. I'm 24. 50 years from now, hey man, it's not gonna be my problem. I'm gonna go like fly off a cliff or something. Like it's not gonna be. And I feel like that's
Then
kind of the mentality you have to have if you choose to do that.
yeah, for
Where
sure,
you're like,
for
I'm
sure.
going
It's
to die with this loan.
yeah,
Yeah. Or my
yeah.
kids will take it over. Thank you,
But
children.
ooh, that's
Yeah.
good.
The other
It's
big thing that has been getting floated was the portable mortgage, which is even worse.
the
Portable.
Uh,
what?
Uh huh.
yeah, it just
The
sounds stupid,
MP3.
doesn't
The
it?
MP3
Yeah,
mortgage.
yeah, basically, yeah. It's the USDA 3 and the FHA 4. No, it's like you essentially get a loan on you and not the property.
Mm.
Just follows you wherever you move.
How does that work? Does it assign to like
Yeah.
one house, or how does that work then?
No, yeah. So it's assigned to you and your residence, right? Um, so like if you sell your house, we'll say you bought it for 100 and you sell it for 200, right? So now and you paid 50,000 off on that first one. So now you should have a positive 50, but you lived there for, we'll call it 20 years, and now you've got an extra $500,000 in uh, interest, right? So
Uh-huh.
really, you're still underwater by like 350.
Why would that ever be something that someone would take? What? That doesn't even sound remotely
Because
good.
it's not at all, because like the original thought was we'll take whatever the median home price in any specific area is, and that's what the loan will be for. Anything over the median, you have to come out of pocket. Anything under the median, no big deal.
So if you move to
And
somewhere
then
that's less expensive after you move, would you still be underwater, or would you actually be in a better spot then?
uh, you would be in a better spot, but because of the better spot, nobody's going to want to live in the spot that's expensive. So that price is going to go to nothing, and now the original property that backed the loan is useless.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah, it sounds like
yeah,
a great idea for
Yeah.
every American to do then. Yes.
yeah.
We're pushing
and
we
this
are
is a
pushing
real
the
thing that got floated. It's wild.
we endorse the
Absolutely.
portable loan. Yes,
Love
take
this. I
them.
love the housing market. Nietzsche,
I mean, like
what Nietzsche.
like there are even age limits, right, for uh some loan types, because like I don't want to give a 30-year loan to an 80-year-old person,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
right? It's I mean, I don't know, it's wild. But then truthfully, like bankruptcy laws are fairly lax around housing, so just buy the house and file bankruptcy, and then your payment goes down and your loan lasts forever, but you've always got a house.
Okay. So
Like,
here we're saying to take the portable loan, go into bankruptcy, and then keep the
Yep.
loan on you for the rest of your life.
oh,
Yep.
definitely. Yeah, for sure, for sure. And then you can file bankruptcy every like 7 years, right? So it's
Oh,
fine.
okay,
It's not a big
nice.
deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're already going to
Okay.
pay for that forever. It's
All
fine.
And then
right.
put on your kids then too.
Lovely.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure Nietzsche speaks of this. It's morally correct to take out the 50-year loan and then die in bankrupt on
That's the
default on
meaning.
bank.
That's what he's
Oh, no.
talking.
Yeah,
The
there you go.
Ubermensch.
Yeah, right? Now you've given your life a negative meaning.
It's real
That's just the
Ubermensch.
debt number.
Mhm.
Yeah. The
There
Ubermensch
you
takes
have
out the portable loan.
Yeah.
Nietzsche approves. All right, right on, man. So
That's fun.
thank you for your time today.
Yes, thank you.
I feel like we covered a lot of stuff. It was a real interesting conversation. You have your real estate website, you have your magic website, and you have your IT website. So
Yep.
is there anything else you wanted to add, or is that all your stuff you got?
That's everything for now. I mean,
Okay.
there's always something cooking, right?
You're
There's always
cooking
something cooking,
up,
yeah.
right? This is a busy man. Right on. Right on. Okay, then. I think we're good. Cool.
Yes. Well, thank you again, Nate, for coming on. Thank you for talking about your life. I'm divulging this much information. I'm pretty sure is kind of scary at some point. So thank you for coming on. Make sure to check out all of Nate's stuff in the links below. And thank you for watching on YouTube or on Spotify or wherever who is listening is watching. Thank you so much. And that is another episode of Big Boys Talk. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching this episode. This is Big Boys Talk, and we're some big boys.